What's going on, crypto community? In this video, I just want to cover a few articles with you all. And just before I do that, let's just take a quick look at the market. So overall, market's not looking too bad. XRP leading the market recovery here at about almost 52 cents. This is just the beginning for cryptocurrencies. We see the market cap is under $200 billion. I think the market cap is going to be in the trillions of dollars in the years to come as blockchain grows, cryptocurrencies grow, and yeah. So let's jump into the first article here. OTCXN launches crypto trading for institutional investors. So I'm not going to read through all of it, but I'm going to read parts of it just to provide some context for what's going on around the world with blockchain and cryptocurrencies. In a press release, one of the major financial services infrastructure company, OTCXN, has announced the launch of its OTC block trading platform for institutional clients. The platform will enable institutional trading for cryptocurrencies. So you can see what's happening, across the world is that a lot of, products and leverage tools are being created for institutional investors to get into the market. And I think this is something that's super important. We're going to see a lot of this, and with this is going to just come growth, and a lot of dormant capital is going to enter into the cryptocurrency market, in turn driving up the value of these assets. Cryptocurrencies are going nowhere. They're definitely not a bubble. It's an asset class that's beginning to emerge as its own independent asset class, and this is super interesting stuff. We can see that that these products and these things are being created for institutional investors, and once the regulation is right and institutional investors feel that it's safe to invest in cryptocurrencies, they definitely will do so. There's been a lot of talk of a upcoming financial crisis. I don't know too much on that and whether or not we're going to see it, but if we do, many investors are speculating that a lot of investors will then move into cryptocurrencies as a form, as kind of like the safe haven to store their value. But let's jump into the second article here. Israeli investment house offers crypto funds for institutions. Silver Castle Ltd, Israel's first dedicated cryptocurrency investment firm for institutional and accredited investors, launched 2 funds this month and expects to have $50 million under management by the end of the year. So we can see all over the world, in Israel, the United States, different parts of Asia, we are seeing cryptocurrencies, being recognized. We're seeing institutions, showing interest in digital assets and cryptocurrencies. And if they're showing interest in all of these, these assets, this means that, this is something to pay attention to as an investment opportunity. I think XRP is going to lead the blockchain revolution in the sense that it has the use case, it has the scalability, it's super cheap, it's super fast. The company, has a vision for where they see, Ripple, the idea of having, all of the, primary institutions of the world united, on the Ripple network. I think if we see something like that to happen, that utopian vision of, all of these institutions utilizing the Ripple network, then XRP, who knows where XRP can be in the future. I think XRP is it's a very unique asset, and I think that's why there's just so much potential for it. The launch comes after a bad year for Bitcoin, which has fallen more than 70% from a record high last December. Even with that fall, Bitcoin and these cryptocurrencies are still up. So even if you bought way back, you would still be up on your investment. I think this is a consolidation year for the market, and who knows, we may see another year where there's still consolidation and we don't see much price movement. But that does not mean that behind the scenes, blockchain and cryptocurrencies are not growing. As you can see by all of these articles, that there's a lot of growth going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of, like I said, dormant capital waiting to enter into the market, and when it does, the value of these assets will go up. Currently, there are more than 370 crypto funds managing as much as $10 billion in assets, according to Autonomous Research, a minute amount in the investment universe. That hasn't deterred Silver Castle. We spent close to a year building robust infrastructure for managing other people's money at the level of institutional grade with very high security. And security issues are one of the reasons that institutional investors have not yet entered into the market. And as security becomes becomes better, then institutional investors will be more likely to enter into the market. They're going to enter into the market. Wall Street is launching their own crypto desk, I think, in sometime in November 2019. So there is a lot going on behind the scenes. And the last article here Wire Novogratz, Fidelity, and backed banking on institutional crypto investors. So yeah, I'm just going to read a part of it. Just recently, News BTC reported that institutionally sourced capital has continued to flow into this industry's coffers en masse, even in spite of the cryptocurrencies market's retail drought. Alex Kruger, a well-respected market researcher, claimed that $5.9 billion of Wall Street capital directly entered into digital assets amounting to 2.8% of the aggregate value of all cryptocurrencies. Yeah, so this is happening. Big institutions, big companies are recognizing cryptocurrencies, and there's going to be a lot of influx of capital over time with for cryptocurrencies. So let me see if I want to read another part of this. In mid-October, Boston-based Fidelity Investments, one of America's largest financial bodies, revealed that it would be launching a crypto subsidiary after dabbling in this industry for 4 years. So there's been a lot of watch on the cryptocurrency market. The institutional investors, companies have been eyeing this. They've been watching it. They're waiting for that that regulatory clearance, that security clearance, and once all of this happens, a lot of money is going to be dumped into the cryptocurrency market, and we're going to see huge gains. I think right now there's just such a small portion of the world that's actually invested in cryptocurrencies, even in XRP. So buying in now, and the reason for that right now is because there's not many leveraging. It's not very easy to buy XRP. I mean, it's not hard, but it takes, a bit of research and figuring out where to go, what to do. But the moment that, say XRP hits these common exchanges like a TD Ameritrade account, perhaps, or something like that, and it becomes like, at the click of a button, you can buy thousands of XRP, then you're going to see, a lot of people buying it, a lot of people selling it, and that in turn is going to bring liquidity, to the market, and that's going to drive the value of these assets up. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight those 3 articles with you to provide some context for this blockchain revolution that is taking place as we speak. Cryptocurrencies, I think, are going to be absolutely, huge in the future. I think they're going to become extremely mainstream, and I honestly do not believe it's too far-fetched to believe that over time, over longer stretches of time, cryptocurrencies and digital assets will become, kind of like the dominant form of exchanging value. I think there will come a time where you can walk into a store and use digital assets to purchase things. I think that will be the case because we've seen a lot of revolutions over the course of history, and I think this one is only, this one is very expected, in my opinion. The revolution in the way value is exchanged, for it to become digital, I think does make a lot of sense considering how technologically driven the world is that we live in today. So yeah, I think XRP is in store to do absolutely amazing things. Like I've said in, like all my videos, I think XRP is at the forefront of the blockchain revolution. I think it's single-handedly going to do just amazing things for cryptocurrencies. I think it's going to bring cryptocurrencies, it's going to put them under a new light. Bitcoin, brought it under the light in the first place, but I think XRP is going to serve to make digital assets it's going to make them well recognized and respectable, because XRP is working with institutions. And I think that's, that's something that's just super important. It's going to really bring digital assets into the mainstream on a whole new level. And when that happens, XRP, I think, is going to be in the triple digits. It's going to make a lot of people a lot of profit in the future. I think right now, in my opinion, the best strategy is a holding strategy, to hold on long term, to ride this out and just kind of enjoy it, because this is pretty exciting stuff, and we are literally in the midst of this revolution. I should also mention that I'm not a financial advisor and not a cryptocurrency expert either. I've only been into cryptocurrencies for a short period of time, so you should take what I say with a grain of salt. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and also subscribe to the channel. I will be doing daily uploads. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you in the next one.